Welcome to the podcast. Welcome back to season 2 of the podcast.
How many seasons are there going to be?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just using that as an excuse because we've been gone for 3 months.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. We're kicking this off as a solo episode, as a warm up, as a welcome back, as a trial run. Do you remember how to do this?
No.
Are you in this to win this?
No.
Come on.
I'm here. Okay, I'm here. I'm warmed up a little. I've been frozen.
It's cold in here.
20 minutes.
We just have a random solo spot set up. Straight from here is big guests, and we're excited about it, but we need to warm up. And that's what this episode is. We can explain where we've been, what's been going on, some updates, and a little bit about life.
What was the last podcast we did?
It was Howie Mandel.
Okay.
In Los Angeles. Great episode, fun, chill. And then we went dark. And let me explain why we went dark, a little bit of why we went dark. Number one.
Yeah, explain this to me, because I don't know.
When we started the podcast, Brittany, when we started the podcast, we signed a deal with a company that would put us in front of, so you can listen to on Apple, you can listen on everywhere podcasts are available.
And we signed before we even knew numbers that we were going to get. Like, we signed before we even...
Yeah, it was just like, hey, they're going to help us reach all these platforms. They're also going to put ad placements in our podcasts, right?
Yeah. So
we'll cover our costs, we'll make money on the podcast. Well, little did we know that they were mandatorily making us put... Well, I don't know if we ever actually did it, but they were putting 4 ad reads in these podcasts, guys. And I was fighting every episode. I will not do 4 ad reads. Yeah. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good for a new podcast. I don't think it's good for our show. So what happened was, and I mean, we fought for it. Did we ever do one with 4 ad reads? Maybe one, because I made such a big deal out of it.
I don't remember.
I just didn't think it was healthy for this podcast, right? Like, I want to just talk and hang out, not read ads the whole time.
It'd be really funny if you clicked to an ad right now.
There's going to be no ad in this episode. So as a business owner, you want ads in your podcast. That's how you fund the show. That's how you grow the show. That's how you prosper as a business. You have to have ads.
Yeah.
But 4 ads was overkill for me. Maybe I kicked myself in the butt because now that I'm listening to a lot of podcasts, most of them do have that.
Yeah.
They have a lot of ad reads and everybody expects it and it's normalized and that's how it is. Me, coming from YouTube where it's so frowned upon to have, I mean, you have 1 brand in a YouTube video. Imagine if you put 3 or 4 in a YouTube video.
Right.
So that's where my mind goes, even though maybe most viewers are okay with it. I wasn't.
I think most people are numb to it now.
Yeah, probably. They just skip past it.
Yeah.
So what happened was that was the deal. That's what we had to do. So I pulling out.
Wow.
It's one of the first times I nailed it on this one. That's for the next conversation, by the way. Through that process, it took some time to get out of this deal, to get out of the brands, and that required me to pay back the already sold brand deals that I was not now reading on the podcast.
Yeah.
So they already closed the deals, then I refused to do them. Now I have to pay back all the deals. And we are finally free of all that. I learned a lot. I have no regrets, and now we get to start fresh, and I'm calling it season 2 just so that I have an excuse to start fresh. But how many episodes did we do? 20 something.
I have no idea.
Maybe 25.
Was I there for all of them?
That's a good season 1. Season 2, baby. Here we go. 25 more shows. I'm super excited. We have just some phenomenal out the gate guests that we're ready to roll on. We're going to be shooting next week.
And I think for you, we need to figure out, like, I think another thing that hurt you was the guests. Like, scheduling guests is really hard.
It's complicated.
And not having things scheduled or, like, in order. Mm-hmm. I think we need to, like...
So I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it because I've always been... Weirdly, I've always been the one that gets asked to do things.
You've always been the talent.
As a YouTuber, you get asked to do things.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing a podcast. We're doing a podcast. Now I'm asking other people to do things, and it's awkward. I don't like being the guy reaching out. I don't like being the guy, so when are you available? So yeah, it's a little painful. Luckily, we're in a place where a lot of these guests are excited to do it. They just may not want to come to Ohio. And you guys seen at the end of season 1, we started to be fully mobile. We ended up going to LA, and we were able to travel, and we were able to track down these guests, which should bring a lot of excitement to the show.
So if you know someone that wants to be a guest, they're going to have to reach out to us because Roman will never reach out to them.
That's not true. I just booked some of the biggest guests that maybe we'll ever have.
Yeah,
like, it's
I
huge.
think I don't know if I'm going to go to LA.
Oh my God. Listen, guys, I think...
I just freak out.
I think secretly Britt wants off the show.
Secretly? I feel like I made that pretty clear.
I think that, like, I still envision us as just a team. Everything we do is a team. So to even think about you not being beside me doing anything is weird.
And I feel like I'll get over that. I feel like I'm terrible at it.
You are not terrible.
I'm bad at it.
You are not bad at it.
I'm the worst podcaster ever.
Podcaster ever. No, you're fantastic.
No,
I'm not just saying that.
Like right here with us, I'm obviously a lot better and more open here. But with guests, I just clam up and I hate talking. And it's just not something... I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll get better or I'll just be like, bye.
Well, the goal with... I don't want to bore everybody with this conversation.
Okay, next conversation.
Fun stuff's coming, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for subscribing. We just saw season 1. We hit 500,000 subscribers, 470,000 subscribers in 25 episodes.
That's amazing.
That's unbelievable. So thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, hit it. We're about to start a new season. Let's go. One of my topics for this episode...
Which, again, I have 0 topics.
Of course you do.
You're
so good at this.
I've tried to been thinking, like, what can we talk about? What can be entertaining? What do people want to hear?
You had 3 months. 3 months to come up with a conversation. You don't have a single thing. You're just going to go with the flow.
Yep.
All right, speaking of flow, we need to do something personally in our lives. A decision needs to be made. And we've talked about this many, many times on the podcast and in the vlogs. And this current month, Brittany decided...
I decided...
to be 10 days...
It was 11.
Late.
11 days.
11 days late.
Maybe it was 10.
Guys, let me just tell you something.
Hey.
When your girl's 11 days late, 4 kids deep already... you start thinking crazy thoughts.
Like what? Like you're going to leave me?
I saw like Mexico on the horizon. I saw...
You joke about this. I feel like
Honey, I'm not...
everyone thinks you're joking, but you're not joking.
I'm not. I'm looking you dead in the eyes. Guys, I was in a full sweat panic. And she's like, let's go get a pregnancy test. And I cannot stand the idea of her taking a pregnancy test because then we'll instantly know. And I'd rather not know until the longest possible point.
And then here's the other thing that, like, obviously ended up being funny, but we were with Garrett and Maddie, Cletus McFarland, and his wife. They have a new baby.
Yep.
We spent the weekend there as I'm 8-9 days late. And just hearing that baby cry, I could see in his mind, he was just like, oh my God, this isn't going to be us again. This isn't going to be us again. We're not going to do this again.
I was terrified. Terrified. I've said this on many podcasts. Like, if we do have a baby, I'm going to feel like the biggest jerk on the planet. Because one, of course, we love our children. They're blessings. We're so lucky to have kids. I know so many people trying to have babies. They cannot have babies. It's our age gaps. We have, guys, you guys know, our age gaps make this family very difficult because at any given moment, there's barely any family activity that can involve every member.
Yeah.
Right? If there's something the older kids want to do, the younger kids can't. If there's something that younger kids want to do, the older kids don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a movie because it's such a wide age gap. So my panic comes from having another baby, spreading another gap.
Being pregnant at like Noah's graduation party.
And pregnancy in itself is a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Do you think we'd honestly survive another?
We would have to. I think, and this was my thought the night before I started. Well, if the world ends tomorrow and God had to send one last spirit down and it had to be this baby, then it would have to be me.
Oh, man.
That was my thought. Like, okay, well, if it has to be, then it has to be.
The problem is you constantly are like, well, I could have another baby.
No.
But you do say that, and it freaks me out.
If I had to, I would. That's not.
So here's the point I'm getting at.
I don't want any more.
Here's the point I'm getting at.
I love babies.
We have to figure out this problem.
Well, I'm not getting surgery.
And you won't let me get surgery.
I mean, at this point.
Right? It's like, just risk it.
So the reason, have we explained this of why?
Maybe a long time ago. Maybe in a podcast, I don't know.
So.
Prostate cancer runs deep in my family.
Yeah, your uncle died of prostate
That's probably
cancer.
what I'll die from if I live that long.
But you did just have blood work done. And
my prostate is stunning right now. It's solid.
So stunning.
It's a great prostate right now.
But getting a vasectomy makes your risk of getting that more. So I've heard.
Is that really true, or are we just?
I don't know. That's
Because if
what
it's
I've
not
heard.
true, it's holding us back.
That's what your dad says. So I don't know. Which sometimes I feel like your dad does say some crazy things.
If my dad said it though, I don't even care if it's true. If he said it, I'd be like, all right.
So
I'll
now,
just listen to my
what
dad.
are we gonna do?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. Because it would be nice just not to worry anymore.
You just have to stay away from me for another 30
Chase
years.
is shaking his head. Yes, it is. He got the snip, and he's look at him, no worries in sight, dude. He's dancing over there. he's living the life, babe. I know it'd just be not, guys. This is a monthly thing. Look.
No, it's not. Not like that.
No,
So
but
this is what I believe happened. I was taking some peptides, some stuff that the doctor I was seeing recommended to make me feel better. Well, after a few months of taking them, and they're super expensive, didn't make me feel better. It made my periods so bad. Like, I was almost going to the hospital because they were so bad. So I'm like, all right, I'm done with this crap. I stopped. And I think it just made my hormones go crazy.
and just almost made you skip a period.
Yeah. I almost felt like I skipped a period. The only thought that I had why I even took a pregnancy test was because I was having crazy dreams.
Ugh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that dream. And I was like, wait, I only had dreams like that when I was pregnant.
Yeah, not only dreams, you were super tired.
Yeah,
You were
I mean,
nauseous. You were literally like naming out symptoms in front of me just to
Yeah.
freak me out.
I feel like I definitely have stuff going on to where I'm super tired.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, guys out there know what I'm talking about. It's just,
so no more babies. And we got to figure something out. And where we're at right now.
yeah, because I'm turning into the old dad now. Noah Kane, I was a nice young dad, fresh, big energy. Cora, a little slower. Knox, a little slower, more tired. If we had another, then it's like grandpa's coming to graduation, you know? Like, if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Why is it scary though?
Um,
Like there's so many dads at your age that are still having lots and lots of kids.
because before I ever had a child in my life, I said I want to be a young, fun dad. And I see myself slipping away from the energy. I'm slipping out of it. I don't have it, right? And I'm freaking 80 days caffeine free, and it's driving me nuts.
Sounds like an excuse.
I'm trying to build natural energy, and it's miserable. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I
don't know how
can't.
much longer I can
can't.
go.
I look at you and I'm like, I don't want that life.
It's facts, though.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
facts,
go
so guys-
grab a Red Bull or something. I'm done.
You guys know I just made a recent vlog about this. I'm about 80 days right now, and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I want it every single day. I crave it. It is a fight. Daily, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather be sick. I'd rather have the caffeine and deal with the ups and downs and the headaches than to feel like
But you're
this.
still having headaches. That's the thing is like,
I can't kick
I'll
it.
say I'm getting a headache and be like, oh my gosh, I literally just thought I'm getting a headache too. Like those are your exact words. So to
Caffeine.
me, I don't see any positive thing for you of stopping caffeine.
The biggest eye opener to me of the power of caffeine is now when I tell people I don't drink caffeine. It is a night and day difference. If I tell somebody I don't drink, the reaction to I don't drink caffeine is 10 times, 10x.
What do you mean?
What? I can't live without caffeine. I can't function. People are addicted, fully addicted.
Yeah.
You can't take it out of their life. I can barely take it out of mine.
I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
But just like you said, I am not quitting.
No.
That is pure addiction. It's hard to admit it. We're addicted to it. And my goal
1,000%.
Is to release anchors, weights. And that's the challenge I've given myself. I hate it. I do not like it. I said I'm going to go 100 days. I'm at 80. Maybe at 100, I'm going to try to go longer, but it's tough.
But
it's especially tough when we're doing this kind of activity, right? I want big energy. I want quick mind. I want to be highly focused. That quick shot of caffeine gives me that.
okay, that's my thought. Okay, this is where I want to go with this is if you use it as a tool to wake yourself up in the morning, get your mind going, whatever. I don't see it as a much addiction as someone drinking it all day or something like an actual drug. I feel like it's a tool, just like taking your vitamins. I'm addicted to my vitamins. I wouldn't feel the same without them.
Here's my issue with it. Let's say, all right, I'm going to have an energy drink before our podcast. I'm going to use it as a tool to get big energy, right?
Yeah.
I don't drink alcohol. I don't take anything that takes me away from who I am, right? So I'm going to use this caffeine as a tool. Well, every time I do that, it slowly turns into, now I'm drinking it for the podcast. Now I'm drinking it for the vlog. Now I'm drinking it to go to the gym pre-workout. Now and then it slowly becomes a daily routine, not just a tool, because I'm using it as a tool for every activity of the day.
I think I use it more as a tool to wake up and get going.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But just like I take a vitamin for this, I take a vitamin for that. I'm addicted to those just as much as I am caffeine. I wouldn't feel as good without it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you where
everyone's
I'm
addicted
from.
to this stuff. Highly addictive. Walk into the gas station, all the refrigerators are caffeine. There is 300 different energy drinks, coffees, and it's great if you can balance it. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
So I just want to see.
I think people are more addicted to the sugar than caffeine.
I think the caffeine's great as a tool. I'm just seeing if I can get to a place where I feel great without it.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
I went 30 days without any sugar. Nothing. No honey, no maple syrup, no sugar. And what happened?
You
went right back.
You went right back, but you were incredibly productive at that time. Super powerful.
Yeah, but I still had the cravings and I still...
Yeah. I know, it's tough. The crap's addictive.
I don't know.
So yeah, it's a little challenge for me. I hate it so much. Don't do it if it makes me unhappy a lot. There's a lot of times I'm like, if I could just crack open energy drink, I'll be happy.
Do you have like a goal you want to get to and then you're going to drink it again? Or what's your ultimate?
My goal is to go a week without thinking about it. Like, can I get a place in my head where I can perform all my activities, do all my work, accomplish my goals without thinking of caffeine?
While I'm sitting next to you drinking caffeine, probably
I know,
not.
you're always cracking one open. I'm like, oh, can I just smell it? Let me just smell it. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. If you don't think I'm telling the truth, just quit for a week. The crap is crazy.
Sugar for a week.
And the truth is, it's probably all the other things that's in this stuff too. It's not just the caffeine, right? They're putting addictive things in these things, and some of it's great. I miss it. I'm having withdrawals right now. I'm drooling. So yeah. What's next?
I don't know.
I just went blank. I got some notes here.
I didn't plan.
I got a couple notes here. Let's see what I got. Like I said, this is a warm-up episode. Lot of, let's talk about your new release.
Oh, God. What?
Let's talk about your new release.
My new release.
Yeah, we're going to need to get a close-up on this. This is Britt's new project, which I'm absolutely passionate about. Absolutely.
I'm like, what am I doing?
Absolutely passionate about, and I'm just all in on this. It goes so well with Smile More, and...
Can you see it?
Here, push it down. Sorry for any audio listeners. We're zooming in on Britt's new...
Wait, we should have put it in the middle.
...merchandise. No, it looks so good where it's at. It looks weird with you pulling it like that, but... you guys know for the last... Gosh, has it been 10 years yet? Is it 10 years of Smile More? It's got to be close.
2013.
Is that when we started Smile More? Holy crap, 10 years. 10 years, what a great brand.
I wonder what month was that. I could go back and look out on our Shopify.
Well, I was pushing the logo before we ever started merch, so I'm confident that we're 10 years in.
Oh,
Because I used to put it on the prank videos, I used to put the Smile More logo before we had t-shirts and before we had merch.
but I'm trying to think, like, the first order. What month was that? 2013.
I don't know. I have to look it up. But Smile More has been our baby for 10 years, our passion. It has been such a great brand for those that have followed us, inspiring people that see the product have been inspired and love the merch. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And Brittney came up with just a beautiful, similar slogan of Smile More, and that's Pray More. And I love it. And it's something that we do constantly in our life, constantly has helped us. I don't ever push religion on anybody. This is very personal to us and those that are interested in it. I think we got stopped twice in the airport this weekend. Stopped twice by two people that had no clue who we were.
Yeah.
Said, where do I get that hoodie?
Like, literally, they're ordering it.
Yeah. We were explaining you go to Bunker Branding.
Yeah.
You know? It's so cool. So I'm very proud of her on this. I freaking love it.
It was something that I literally just wanted to design, like, for me to wear. I wanted it.
You wanted a shirt that said Pray More. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, we should make those. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, well, sure.
Yeah. So the release has been absolutely amazing. Thank you all for the support. Yeah. It's just such a fantastic plan. It just goes so well. Smile More and Pray More is just, I'm proud of that.
I really feel like our world needs more hope.
Yeah, I don't want to preach here, but like I said, it's very personal to us and inspiring to us and a good reminder through the day, you know? Just stop and ask for help. That's all. You know? Inspire those around you with a good message.
Yeah.
You're right. Right now, there could not be a better time to stop and just ask for help. Mm-hmm. You know? It just doesn't hurt. To just, I can't do it on my own, or this person really needs some help.
Yeah.
You know? So thank you all for the support on that. I'm pumped for this. It's awesome. What else do I have on here?
Well, thanks.
Oh, we also released, I was not going to do this, but there were so many requests last season for a podcast tee. I've never wanted to put my name on anything. You guys know that. That's why we have Smile More, because I was not going to sell a shirt that said Roman Atwood. That's it. Like I do not like that concept. So I was a little hesitant to release podcast t-shirts. We did. They're awesome, and they're available with the Pray More stuff. We'll put everything in the top of the description. That's our brand deal for today. That's our brand deal. We have no brands. As of now, in fact, for season 2, we do not have a single brand lined up. There is nothing. It is just us. In fact, I believe each episode will cost us more than we will make right now.
I think we'll get some lined up.
So if you want to support us, Podcast Tees and Pray More is out, and of course Smile More is never going away. We really own the mark on that. We have been tested, tried and true. We actually hit the mark where it's a no contest now. We fought that for 5 years. So multiple lawsuits.
We can tell Target to shove it again because they just came out with another Smile More shirt.
It's always a battle, guys. But we're thankful for that brand and for all the support you guys always give us. Moving on from our sponsorship of the day.
Yeah, what else do you have planned?
That's a good question. We talked about, here's some of my notes. We talked about the return. We talked about what happened, why we took a break with the brand issues. We talked about, I have a late period with surgery, hashtag. I have a caffeine note in here. Oh, but I kind of want to hit on this. It kind of goes back to the caffeine, but I want everybody to know that I open and honestly miss drinking. Like, I miss it, right? This is a challenge.
I haven't heard you say more ever. I just need a drink.
This isn't something I choose to do. I have very good reasons for why I don't drink. We're 3.5 years, so without alcohol, not even a sip.
Almost 4.
Almost 4
March,
years.
April,
And I
May,
want
June. Yeah.
everybody to know that if you're out there trying to quit this stuff, it is an absolute challenge. I can't sit here and just pretend that I freaking miss parties. I miss drinking with friends. I miss that activity.
But I feel like you've missed it more now than you have in the last almost 4 years.
Maybe. But I think that's normal, right?
I don't know.
This is something I do. Here's why I do it. I live purely now to, and I'm not always great at it, but I live purely to lead by example now. I can't stand the idea that my kids see me drink alcohol and they see me doing nonsense and they see me. I miss cussing. I miss dropping F-bombs. I love dropping F-bombs, but I don't do it because I don't want to show my kids that that's me.
Yeah.
But open and honest, I miss these things. I think that's normal to do.
But I feel like you're missing it more because we are hanging around more people that do it, and you joke so much that I feel like you're saying it openly and it's getting in your head more.
I do joke a lot.
We're like, yeah, we're getting wasted tonight.
I do
we're
joke
doing
about
this. Like, it's like multiple times a day, and I'm just like,
multiple times a day.
like while we're out with people.
Yeah, like if I've just got back from Matt's for the weekend, and I texted him, I said, dude, get the shots ready. Like, that's my joke. We're getting wasted tonight, but I never
Like, there's
would
so
do
many
it.
things, but like you're saying it and it's going in your head, and then it's like,
No, I just want to help those listening that are trying to kick whatever it is, cigarettes, coffee, alcohol. I think it's normal to quit fully and still miss it. I think it's okay. But everything I do now is for my children. And I can't stand the idea of them seeing me.
what about me? You don't do anything for me?
I am more focused on my example for my children.
I get it.
I can't text Noah, hey man, please don't smoke this weekend with your buddies. If I'm at home smoking, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's plenty of people that can manage that. I just mentally can't do it. So I just want to put that out there. Of course I miss these things. Do you know how hard it is to be funny without dropping some bad language? That's how I made all my jokes back in the day.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, if I make a joke now, it can only be a dad joke, right? And I have to accept that's my new comedy.
Yeah.
I have to be the dad. So I know for a fact that when we quit alcohol, it affected our content.
Oh, for sure.
We're not as crazy without it. We're not as stupid without it. I know for a fact when we quit cussing, it affected our content. Maybe for the better,
Yeah, I feel like that was more for the better.
but I understand what it affects. But I also know the example has a longer positive message. And I don't think there's anything more powerful than example, being that example,
Yeah.
you know? If you're
But I
going to
think
preach it, you got to do it.
I think you're craving it or wanting it more because you have been talking about it so much more.
Maybe I joke too much about it,
Yeah.
but I think it's okay to joke about it.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I feel like you're putting it out
But
there.
I do.
That it's
I-
like an option.
Literally, every time we sit down at a
Just-
restaurant, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to get a Jack and Coke.
Just like divorce. Like if we sit here and talk about divorce and that it's an option and it's a thing.
You're not even allowed to say that word.
Okay, exactly. That's my point. Is
Good point.
you shouldn't be talking about getting a drink if
That's a very good point.
you never want
Yeah.
to think about having a drink again.
I agree. Okay, so that's another good message. If you're trying to kick it, don't talk about it. And I'll
or
work.
don't put it out there in the universe that you're gonna have a drink.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. Because the more you joke about anything, the more it becomes reality.
Yeah.
Or it can become reality. I don't know. But for the viewers, I just want you to know it's okay to want something you've kicked.
Yeah.
Like, we're only human.
Give me a Corona.
The ones that can wake up each day and get through whatever they're trying to kick, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I freaking hate not drinking caffeine right now, but I feel so good. Each night I'm like, I did it again.
I feel like the best thing you can do is just keep saying, I'm not drinking caffeine, rather than I miss caffeine.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, we'll test the waters. We'll test it out. I'm down to try anything right now. Like I'm, you know, some days are harder than others,
Yeah.
there's plenty of days I don't even think about it, but you know, it's when we're really kicking it, traveling. I associate like a Red Bull with the airport. When I hit that airport, I'm like, Red Bull.
Yeah, and you keep saying that.
Because when I hit the airport, I see it. I'm like, heck yeah, Red Bull.
But you see it in our fridge every day.
I know. I don't associate it with it here, though. Anyways,
let me not be your therapist.
I like it. Hopefully, we're not,
boring everybody.
No, I think it's highly relatable. I think everybody, no matter what it is, somebody's trying to kick something, and if you're not, you absolutely should be. If you're not kicking something, big or small, whatever it is, time consumption, cell phones, you should be kicking something to better yourself every single day.
Did you see TikTok just put a limit on users that are under 18 to, I think it's like 6 hours a day? Is it 6 hours a day?
Oh, you only get
60 minutes
you
a
only
day?
get 6 hours. No, I think you sent me a screenshot of 60 minutes, but why would anybody make an account under that age? If that...
Like your kids. Kane doesn't have a phone or Kane doesn't have TikTok or anything, but say he makes an account, he puts his birthday in. He's not going to put in my birthday.
Why not? There's no barrier
it's
if you
lying.
Put in... Oh, big. What, you're on TikTok.
Anyways,
if that's what breaks the barrier, though.
Or there's most people, watch and see what their kids are doing and stuff, and then they have to put like a certain passcode in or something if it's been after 60 minutes.
I don't know.
So I feel like that's opening the box of TikTok, saying this is bad, this is addicting, should be limited in children. You
know what they should do? They should delete the app. They should delete that app. That app is garbage. Is that like policy being put in place knowing nobody puts their real age? Because that's ridiculous.
I don't know. Do you put your real age?
Well, I'm old enough.
Before you
Bro,
MySpace? I don't know.
I wish I had a 60-minute limit on Instagram.
Like your MSN. Did you put in your birthday?
I have no clue. That was 600 years ago. MSN, AIM Instant Messenger.
Yeah, would you have put your birthday or would you have put your parents' birthday?
1,000% I put older than I was.
No way.
Yeah, because I would go into those lesbian chats and
What?
Yeah, I would pretend that, me and my buddies would pretend we were we were another girl and we would flirt with other girls.
There's no way.
I swear. Everybody did that.
I didn't do that.
Because you were 4 when that came out.
But I had MSN. I still remember.
That's different than AIM. That's different than AIM.
It's the same thing.
AIM had chat rooms. Did MSN?
I don't know. I only talked to my friends.
I think it was
But I was
AIM.
only allowed to talk to my friends.
I think it was AIM. I could be wrong. Yeah, there was chat rooms. Everybody trolled. That's all you did was troll.
That's probably why my mom would always come and look to see who I'm talking to.
Probably.
One of my guy friends, his photo was just a picture of his abs. She came. She probably thought I was in a chat room, but she made me turn the computer off.
Good for her.
He's a grade older than me. It's
good for her. It was so much easier to monitor your kids back then.
Yeah.
Now it's just it's dangerous now. Do you know how hard it is to scroll Twitter right now in public?
What do you mean?
I can't scroll Twitter with my kids beside me. If I'm laying on the couch, I close Twitter. Because there's so much porn on Twitter.
It's who you're following.
Well,
who are you following?
I do follow a lot of porn accounts. No, it's because...
Right? I don't have...
No, that's not how it works at all.
Yeah.
It's not how it works at all. Click on any trend.
Let me pull up my Twitter.
Click on any trending topic. And just scroll. You will see what I'm talking about.
Let's see. I'll scroll for 30 seconds. Just kidding. My phone's not working. Okay.
But what I'm saying is it's...
Feed the demon. I'm not
Don't click on that.
Macklemore. What's going on with Macklemore?
I don't know. But my point is it's really everywhere.
Let's get back to these chat rooms.
Here's something Brian Deegan said this week, and I loved it. I responded to him. He said, why is it on Instagram you can instantly flag my post if there's something in it you don't like? A gun, shooting, whatever it is, they can flag it instantly. Yet your feed is full of half-naked chicks and pornography.
Because they know that's what you like.
They could get rid of that in a second. A click of a button, they could get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. They want it on there. They want it in there.
Because it's in your search history.
But I'm saying for the youth, I'm a full-grown 40-year-old man. I can manage my own, what I put into my eyeballs.
Yeah.
But the youth, I can't imagine having.
Well, that's why they shouldn't have phones. And
I
they
would
shouldn't have social
I would have
media.
never came out of the bathroom, ever, if I had this when I was a kid.
Yeah, because you were,
I barely come out of the bathroom now.
I can't.
No, but
I
it's
can't.
scary. I don't know. I'm just an old dad. That's what I'm talking about.
But there are, you don't hand your kid a phone for just everything. You put in their social media, their birthdays. That
Do
stuff
you?
is blocked.
Do you?
I don't know. My kids don't have phones.
I know.
Noah does, but he's 18 and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he needs parental controls on. Maybe he does.
Well, 18, you can do whichever you want.
Yeah, like not going to school.
Anyways, yeah. I feel like we're being real parents
You
today.
just want to not talk about these chat rooms you were in.
Oh, you want to talk about it? I think I just...
That just blew my mind.
So I'm trying to remember what we used to do. It was...
Maybe let's not.
everybody did it. It was nothing. You just trolled. You just trolled. That's it. Whatever room you want to go into. You just go in and you troll. You just pretend to be... You're just a troll. It's not much different than what goes on now in our comment section, you know? But you do it live with other people.
That's very strange. No, I was never.
The times have changed.
Yeah.
You know, what's frowned upon now was heavily promoted back then. It's just to have fun. It was just a joke. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I don't think we ever did anything harmful. It was just funny. You know? I miss those days.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like we've gotten way off a cliff.
No, it's cool. We're just hanging out and chatting.
Okay.
This is just a comeback. It's a hangout. What else has happened during our break? That'd be good to talk about. What have we done?
We've went to the gym every day and not changed.
We well, yeah, we're guys. We always try to better ourselves. It's a struggle. Like, it's so hard. It's so hard.
Your body's not going to change unless you change your diet, and we just...
I'll say this. You guys know I launched this goal probably a year and a half ago, Fit by 40.
Yeah.
I was like, by 40, I'm going to be the most fit I've ever been. And certainly I am. But I feel like 6 months ago, I was at my best.
But you were also in with an amazing trainer, and he was making you come to the gym.
Yeah, I just feel like
3-4
I've
days a
lost some of
week.
my like momentum. You know, like I don't feel like I feel as good. I'm trying harder things. So yeah, I'm what? How many months until 40? March, April, May. 3 months. 3 months exactly.
Oh gosh, you better start on a diet plan today.
I don't know about a diet. I just got to hit them weights.
Yeah, but you have to eat the proper food after to repair the muscle to do
Yeah.
what it needs to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
90% diet.
Coach Brittney.
I could become a coach.
You
I don't want
should.
to.
You
No.
should.
It's so hard. I try to help people as much as I can. But the thing with fitness,
Are you into fitness?
the thing about fitness is unless they're ready, you're not going to change their mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's all personal. Everything we do now is very personal.
I couldn't coach somebody with that stuff.
You have to be patient. You have to little baby steps.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm like, you want to lose weight? Stay out of the kitchen.
I just thought of a topic I thought about this week that I wanted to share.
Okay.
It's something, it's very serious. No, I have these moments now where you guys know I'm always down to do pretty crazy stuff. I kind of explained to my family, my brother, my dad is like, the only way I'm getting through the no caffeine deal is by doing crazy stuff.
Like, what do you mean?
Like flying my helicopter, racing a car, jumping in a plane with a buddy, and those type of activities is the closest way that I feel like I have natural energy.
Adrenaline?
Right? It's free adrenaline, right? So for those listening or watching that are scared to do things that might be scary, I heard this great quote. There's a guy on Instagram. I have no clue who it is. I shared it actually. But he said, most people go through life tiptoeing to death. Like you're not going to ever die, right? So you tiptoe and you play safe to death rather than enjoying life. And I feel like I have done an amazing job at enjoying life. I do not tiptoe. I get the opportunity to go race at Bristol. I'm in that race car with no experience. Flying helicopters. Last weekend, I jumped in a plane with a friend that I've never been in, and we just went and flew. And it's like those opportunities for most people, like, I'm not getting in that.
And that's why I drink caffeine.
But the fun that comes on that side of fear is irreplaceable. And this is the big one. You realize how precious life is each time you do these scary things.
Just being on this podcast is scary to me.
Brittany says this every time. I went flying yesterday. Hopped in my helicopter and went flying. And every time I get home, she's like, you need to fly every day because I never see a smile like this.
Yeah.
Like how happy I am. Because it's two parts. One, I'm living life. I'm experiencing joy in life. But when you land, when you set that helicopter on the floor, and I'm by myself, by the way, there's nobody in there, you realize how precious life is.
Yeah.
It's a two-part win. So I'm not saying be stupid, but take risks. You have to live life. You tiptoeing to death is freaking boring. No wonder you're not happy.
Yeah.
You have to take risks to find joy. And on the other side of fear is some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. The most fun things are on the other side of fear, on the things that I would be like, what the heck, let's do it, you know?
Yeah, I have too many kids at home. I'm like,
Go skydiving. If you're scared of it, go skydiving.
Give me a few years.
Go skydiving, because when you leap out of that plane, you're going to be scared to death. But then you're going to find joy, and when you hit that ground, if you've ever had a moment where you're like, I hate life, I don't want to go on anymore, experience skydiving. Because when your feet touch that ground, you're going to remember how precious life is.
Yeah.
Because now you're back on your feet and you get to start again. But you don't know when you jump out of that plane, you're scared to death. I love it. I love fear. I just think it's one of my biggest drivers.
I hate fear.
It's one of my biggest motivators.
I'm scared of everything.
Yeah, but you do a lot. You went skydiving? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How good did that feel when you hit the ground?
I don't know. It wore me out. I was like staring at a wall for an hour after.
Yeah, that's my little preach right now, though. Like, don't be afraid to try new things. You have to experience life. And I highly suggest you can really tackle the thought of not wanting to be on this planet anymore if you do things that make you appreciate life. Go sign up and take a helicopter ride. You're going to be scared. You're probably going to be freaked out.
Yeah.
But when you land back on that ground, this new realization of, I'm safe. And now I appreciate life. That doesn't do you for? Go jump out of a plane, go skydiving, go tackle some scary things, and I promise you, you're gonna enjoy life when you touch that ground properly.
I think it's just gratitude in general, like looking at things just in a better perspective. Like, I am so thankful my kids are up early.
Yeah, but that's just saying it. I'm saying put it to action.
Yeah.
Put it to action. Live life. Live life, guys. I'm telling you, there's plenty of moments the last few years, especially when we were off YouTube. I felt terrible. I got into a real low point, and we have great things. We have what a lot of people dream to have, and I did not feel good. I felt useless. I felt depressed. I felt, and it's not until you really get out and enjoy life that you're like, okay, this is actually really awesome. But if you just sit around and slump,
Yeah, I feel like the helicopter is definitely that for you because, like, there was a time where I was just really freaked out over you, like, your spirit and your...
what do you mean freaked out?
Because it's like you hear, I think it was, I don't know what actor or what, the guy off Ellen. What was that guy's name that killed himself?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. What's the guy's name? He's like a dancer, has a bunch of kids.
Everybody right now is like, I know who it is. I know who it is.
Is it Juice? Not Juice.
I don't know
No.
who you're talking about.
Okay, listen.
Okay, anyway.
It's like one of those scenarios you need to check on your happy friends.
Oh, yeah.
And you were that happy friend, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. Is this guy gonna just...
This guy? You're talking
This
about
guy,
me?
yes, you. You had me
Jeez.
really freaked out to where I was like, I don't know.
Twitch.
That was his name. I don't know how to help you. And I obviously reached out to, like, a lot of your friends. Like, hey, check in on Roman. See, like,
Really?
yeah.
What the heck? I didn't know it was that bad.
But, like, seeing you in your helicopter and stuff is, like,
It's the greatest thing ever.
it helps so much.
Greatest thing ever. Yesterday, I was just like, hey, Britt, I'm going to go fly. Flew over to my friend's house, landed in his yard. We hung out, flew home. It was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it brings me a lot of joy. Obviously, that's an extreme version of what I'm talking about, right? It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
that extreme. That's just something personally I found that's just like, wow. I feel like a bird
That's
up
what
here.
makes you happy.
I feel like a bird up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, tackle fear. Tackle fear. Kick something today. Pick something and kick it. It can be so easy. Literally. It can be the littlest thing.
Like, what should I kick today?
Like if I was going to kick something today, it would be something like I'm not going to spend any time on Instagram today. I'm going to go today with no social media. Or
What if you make your living doing that?
I do make my living doing that, but I can still choose to, you know what, set it aside. I'm just saying it can be anything to anybody. Anything. Just kick something out of your life that's going to better tomorrow. That's what I've been trying to do for the last year. Constantly. Picking my battles.
Yeah.
I am just, you guys know and you know how happy I was shooting podcasts. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be on this mic. I'm thankful to be on this mic. It's not easy to find things you really love to do.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I haven't found things that I love to do.
Yeah, we need to find something that you love to do. Like
Not sitting on a podcast.
it keeps you sane.
Yeah.
Britt wants off the podcast, guys. I can already see it coming.
It's not that it's
No,
just not good.
No, we were just in Texas. She was like, "Hey, Matt, why don't you go to LA and be Roman's co-host this week?" I'm like, "Britt, what are you doing?"
Hey, at least I'm trying to find you a co-host before I just flake off. I don't know. It's scary to me. After this, I'll feel great and
Well, that's why
be
we're
like,
doing this.
I wish I would have done this better, and I wish I would have done this better. But
Everybody loves you.
see, I just don't.
Nobody's here for me. I just rant. Do I have a booger? Is that your
No.
way of telling me?
No, no, you don't.
You had a booger.
I had an itch.
Okay. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to see we haven't uploaded in 3 months and we're still positive on subscribers every day. Like, that's crazy. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, we're in the green and like, I'm just happy to kick off in a good place.
Yeah.
I don't know what we've done to the algorithm of just being gone for
This
3
will
months.
get 5 views.
But happy to be back. You guys have been loyal for, especially if you're listening at this point, I'm talking to you personally. You guys have just been here for 10 years, and it's crazy that we can just pick up on things and you guys are listening to us. So thank you so much. Yeah, why don't we wrap it up?
Okay.
Short and sweet. The next handful of podcasts are already booked, and they're going to be exciting. I'm going to be nervous because these are guests that, you know, everybody we've had so far, I've basically personally known at some point in my life.
Yeah.
You know, from the Fusi to the Vitalis to the
Even Howie. Like, we've known him for a
Howie,
long
and
time.
I know these people.
Yeah.
It's a little easier to sit down and have a conversation. A couple of these guests I do not personally know, but they are absolute superstars. So yeah, that will be a real test. That one I want y'all to judge me. That one I want y'all to leave comments where I'm gonna do this better, do this. Like, those are where I want to grow. That's how I want to become a good podcaster, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm okay, but you know, when I'm sitting with somebody I don't know, that's where it's gonna have to really matter. So bear with us.
I feel like I'm getting a cough. We leave in 2 days?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think I'm just freaking out. I
All
don't
right, guys.
know.
If you're still listening, I want you to use this moment as proof that you're listening. Everybody put, "We want Brittany on the podcast" in the comment section. I think you're great. Even if you're just chilling, that's great. That's real.
I think I just need to put time and work into it. Like these guests that are coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
Like yeah.
Yeah, you have to put effort in.
I just show up when I'm here.
I think the important thing is just be you. And this is you. Like, you're chilling, you're comfortable.
But what if someone doesn't like what I say?
Who gives a rip?
Sometimes I do.
Who cares?
I need to stop caring what people think.
It's 2023. There is nothing you say that's going to please everybody.
You can't say anything anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Just be you. Who gives a rip? If you're honest to yourself, then who cares? That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
You know? That's why I'm telling you all this stuff today. Like, I want to just be me. Who cares? You're going to offend somebody no matter what you say, so you might as well just stick to who you are. Like, F it.
I feel like there's, like, I feel like the internet really only knows this little tiny bit of me
Really?
and my beliefs and my, like, I feel like the internet really doesn't know.
Little Brit.
They just know a little bit.
That's making it sound like you have something to hide.
Probably. I mean,
think-
I do.
I think you're a way better person than me.
I'm not saying I'm a bad person. I'm just saying a lot of my beliefs and things that I don't say on the internet because I don't want to offend people.
Yeah, well, some things are good not to talk about. You know, we have dabbled with a couple guests in the religion, and which I have fun doing.
Yeah.
I never push it, but I do speak how I feel about it. Politics, also try to stay out of that. I try to.
Parenting.
If anybody wants to dabble in it, I don't care. But I'm not going to worry about offending anybody. I just want to be true to who I am,
Yeah.
you know? And as long as you do that, it's great. Like, you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
You're-
I mean, I think I overthink everything.
You're a great co-host, and you're great to look at. Where am I going to find a co-host so pretty? Because I will only have a pretty co-host.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Then I still have to do it.
There you go.
I can't.
Problem solved.
I can't quit now because I don't want you to have a pretty co-host.
He, she, well, they're going to be pretty. That's for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I also wanted to bring up,
Are we taking this to LA?
yeah, it's our backdrop. It's our backdrop.
I guess I forgot that we had it there last time.
But what do you think about this? What about a new sign off? Because you're beautiful, you're one of a kind, you smile more. That's the vlogs.
Yeah.
That's 10 years of vlogs. I kind of like, and we did this last time.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap because
Cut that out, Chase. Don't put that in.
rap, R-A-P, it's on all our boxes. Roman Atwood Podcast. Rap. That's a wrap. That's a Roman Atwood Podcast.
Can I just tell the story about the wrap in the airport?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, real quick. All of our luggage has RAP on it. All of it has big RAP on it. So it just says rap. Go ahead.
It's glitter.
Yeah, it's glittery. It's very,
Our nanny helped us put it on there.
our nanny did it. It's cute. Most people would not do it, but I like it. It's holograms.
So we get to Texas to do the Goldberg episode,
Mm.
and we have all of these bags, you know, they're Pelican cases, whatever. This is wrap. And this drunk guy, I mean, wasted,
Wasted.
comes up and he's like, he's helping us, you know, load the cart. And Roman's just like, yeah, you know, these women in their shoes, like blaming all the luggage on me.
Yeah, like if all the boxes were full of her shoes. Yeah.
And what did he say?
He said,
He said something about women.
Oh, he went off on women, but then he said something about we're too white to have rap on our boxes.
Yeah, he's like, why? What's rap? He's like, you guys are all too white to have. What did he say? What was the exact word?
It was almost unspeakable.
I don't know. His punchline was just that y'all are white.
Yeah, you're all white. But Brittany caught it all on film, and she went to post it, and I said,
I
don't
actually
post
did post it.
But then she deleted it because that guy was going to lose his job if it was ever seen because he was so...
He was there on a work trip, but
It was really bad, so...
I thought it was funny.
It was funny. It's something you would see on the internet. I don't want to be the guy that makes him lose his job, though.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Y'all are so white.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
We're pretty white.
And then these effing women.
Yeah, he was going off.
Yeah.
He's going off. Anyways,
So that's our new
so we need a vote.
RAP.
We need a vote. You're beautiful, you're one of a kind, smile more. Or that's a wrap. I think they're both great. I'm happy to do my. So here's what we're gonna do today. You're beautiful, you're one of a kind, smile more. And then you say, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's all you got?
That's a wrap.
I like it.
Let me be a turtle coming out of my
Maybe we do
shell.
both.
And that's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
And that is a RAP.